Welcome to Season 2 of the Just Us podcast. This is a conversation with Pastors Aaron and Diane about faith, family, freedom, and fun. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything we share. So let's start today's podcast.
All right. Well, welcome to the Just Us podcast. I'm Pastor Aaron, this is Pastor Diane, and we have conversations about faith, about family, about freedom, and some fun.
Yes.
And so we have some special guests with us today.
We do.
We have our daughters, Kassidy and Faith.
Good job.
And so you're probably wondering, why are they here? I'm wondering the same thing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Aw.
No, I'm just joking. We were talking one day, and we sit around the table and have just some silly conversation. And we thought, let's just bring that into a podcast and see if everyone thinks we're as goofy as we think we are.
I'm sure
And
they
so,
will after this podcast.
obviously, we need a little bit of direction and structure to make this happen, or
Some
we would just be
direction.
wasting people's time. And so we got a couple just thoughts we would think. So this is just inviting you into our nonsense.
This is one of the fun ones.
Yeah, it's just for
one
fun,
of the funs.
right? Just for fun. Hi,
Just for
Faith.
fun.
Hi, Dad.
Faith is our
How are you?
Faith is our oldest, in case you didn't know, and then Cassidy's
Thank
our
you.
youngest.
What's up, Cass?
So
Hi, Dad.
So, which one do you think is the most like you, and which one of our daughters?
are you
do think-
asking me?
I'm asking you. Yeah.
Okay.
If they don't have daughters,
Which one?
Well, it'd be.
Which one is which?
Yeah.
They don't have daughters.
I said, which
The
one of
one
your
that I
daughters?
feel is most like me is Cassidy. The one that I feel is most like you is Faith.
In some ways.
Yeah.
In some way, yeah.
So
yes.
how is Kassidy more like you?
Cassie's more like me. Oh, this is going to sound really bad, and it's not. Cassie's more sensitive, like I am.
Yeah.
She
Very.
has a tendency to be more nurturing and more caring. But that doesn't mean Faith isn't. So she tends to lean on that side more so, whereas Faith leans more on the getting things done, tasks, staying on track. So between the two of them, they keep us on track.
So how is Faith still like you though? And how
Faith is
Kassidy
still like me because Faith is caring too. She likes to give gifts. I like to give gifts. She likes to keep things organized and in order in certain ways, like whether it's in her room or in structured areas like closets, things like that. She likes to be organized like that, and so do I. So
And how's Cass sort of like me?
Cass is sort of like you in the way that she's real quick-witted. She's quick-witted.
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 Cool.
Yes,
Quick
meaning like
witted.
you come up with something funny really fast. She's spontaneous like that, like you are in that regard. Mm-hmm.
So the best way I can explain them is one day I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm leaning against the counter and the rug went out from under my feet. Y'all remember that? And I hit the floor like 100 miles an hour and it hurt.
It did.
It hurt hitting the floor. My
Well,
back hit
you
the
said it
handle of the
did.
enemy. It hurt. And Cassie comes running over. Are you okay, Dad?
Do you need a
concerned.
Band-Aid?
And Faith is busting it, laughing at me like, oh, what an idiot. So that just described them. in a
Which
nutshell.
that would have been me,
Mm-hmm.
and Cassidy would have we would have ran to you and said, "Are you okay? Do you need a Band-Aid?" And you would have busted out laughing if it was any one of us, and would have just stood there and waited till we bled out. I'm just kidding.
That's why I'm loving it.
Yes.
All right, so here's the first question. What do you think our favorite thing to do together is?
Oh, there's a lot of them. I think. Are you asking me or asking?
You can
him?
go first.
Okay. You go ahead, Faith. You go first.
We love to shop. We do. Yes.
We do. We all do.
We do.
Shopping.
Mimi, which is Pastor Aaron's mom, trained him well.
The only
we're
difference
thankful
is
for that.
I do like to shop, but I can't stand in one aisle for an hour. Y'all can stand there
Okay, that's
We know.
valid.
stare at the
Yes.
makeup forever, and I'm like, dear Lord, come
Yeah.
quickly, Lord.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends what it is. Yeah.
That's very true. If it's like a
Like-
camping store or a store that you're really interested, you'll go round and around and
Yeah,
around.
like Nike.
Mm-hmm.
You'll stand in the same shoe aisle for a couple
Yeah.
minutes.
So true. Or no, you'll go down all of them several times.
But
That's true.
Cassidy likes to shop, but when she's done, she's done.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Right?
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, when she is done with the shopping, she's
Yep.
done.
I've got my
So-
stuff. I'm done. Let's go.
So you think shopping's our favorite thing to do together?
I think like
One of. I mean,
one of. Yeah,
Well,
you
give me another
mentioned
one.
one of. So like go ahead, Cass. You go to the net. You go next.
was gonna say kind of the same thing, but with like events. We like to go to like Steeler games and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's very true. We
Yeah.
do like to
Mountaineer games, Steeler
Mountaineer
games,
Mountaineer
Yes.
games,
Yep.
Steeler games,
concerts,
Concerts.
hockey, hockey games.
the opera.
We've never been
We
to the
haven't made it
opera.
to there yet.
It's next.
We've never been to the opera.
Oh man.
I mean, I would go to an opera, but we've never been to an opera.
Okay, so here's the next one.
Wait, did you answer?
Did you have one?
No, we just asked you to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Okay, so we'll figure out how to answer this. What
You mean ask it?
yeah, how am I gonna ask this? So quirks.
Oh,
we,
quirkies.
we thought this would be funny if you if we told what our quirks are. Let's tell Faith's quirk.
Yes. You mean Faith's gonna tell our quirk?
No, we're gonna tell Faith's quirk.
Okay, I can say this.
Faith's gonna tell her own quirks. Well, I'm
What
really
I
smart,
noticed,
and
Faith
Holly.
is quirky in the way, like when she sits down to eat, everything has to be in its place. Meaning, like her silverware has to be in the place, her food can't touch, everything's got to be ready, and like it's almost like a production. Everything's got to be okay. Here, everything's together before I eat, and then she begins to eat. So it's like
And
that's
there's
kind of
always
quirky.
something in
That's
her
kind
food.
of like yeah.
A hair,
I know.
fuzz, a small
fuzz.
child, something
What is
is
that?
always
She'll go, what is
always
that?
find something in her food.
And it's like, well, there's nothing there. Yes, there is. I see it.
There
is.
is. You guys don't believe me, but
It's
you agree with that,
almost
Kat?
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, because there is. I mean, yours is
No,
the
I'm
only
not disputing
like
that.
fight it happens to. So
That's true. Out
Might
of
be on
all
yours
of
too,
us,
you
just
yes.
don't.
It would always happen to you.
You just
out of all
already
of
ate
us,
it.
so.
Okay, so how about Cass? What's Cass's quirk?
I don't know. What do you think?
She's got so many. No, I'm just kidding. What is Cass's quirk? The quirk's not a bad thing. It's just
No,
a thing.
it just makes us like unique.
This
that's
what
all.
I think Cass's quirk is she's nocturnal.
oh,
And
that's
what I
true.
mean by
That's
that is
good.
The
she
nighttime is her time.
even when she was little, we'd put her to sleep, and you just had this feeling like, what's going on? And you go in, and she's under the sheets playing Nintendo.
Okay, not as an infant. She slept very well as an infant, but as a toddler,
She still sleeps well.
yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like now,
You would think she was
she-
in bed, the lights were all
Yeah.
off, and she
she's
acted like
up.
she went to
Like
sleep.
if you wake up and go to the bathroom at 3 or 4 in the morning, she's just getting started. Music's playing, she's dancing and
That's so
singing,
true.
and of course
That's
she
so
likes
true.
sleeping in the morning.
And her
but
homework, she does her homework really
she
well.
gets straight
Yeah.
A's.
She does.
It works. We just like whatever, but she's
I have a
nocturnal.
system.
She has her
Yeah.
ASMR playing.
Yeah.
It's what
She's
I
just-
do. Yes.
Okay, what's your mom's quirk?
Ooh. I'm really concerned about this because I'm not sure what they're going to say.
Gosh. Quirk is like hard to.
Something that makes me unique.
She
I don't
likes to.
know.
Cass has got one.
What were you
I
gonna
feel
say?
like she likes to make up words or like
Yeah,
fun
I was
little.
just-
where-
uh-huh.
Yeah.
She what?
Yeah. It's,
She makes up words.
I don't
little,
make
like,
up
sayings
words.
or
I
something
say,
Yeah,
like that.
like-
oh, and accents. Yeah.
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 Yeah, she loves a good British
love
accent.
a
she
good
does.
accent.
She does.
I do. I love a good accent.
I think one of
She
her
does a
quirks
lot.
is she entertains herself. Right? Like all of a sudden you're in the store and she's like practicing her Spanish on her phone. It's just random.
She's got her app out.
She
She's
does.
got her app out and she's talking to herself about Spanish words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Manzanas. You want some apples?
And she gets real proud of herself and
I
apple. And
do.
she giggles.
She's like, ooh.
Good one.
Oh, yeah.
Good one.
All
Yeah.
right. What about your dad's quirks? His quirkiness.
It's probably a million.
What are you thinking over there?
He laughs at himself a lot. Like,
He
he thinks he's
does.
really funny.
Oh my gosh. He thinks he's so hilarious.
Yes.
He does.
I mean, like he'll crack these jokes and laugh at himself. That's so true. You do that. You really do.
Yes.
And he does fall and trip over
He
things.
does.
Not on purpose either.
What's it
No.
called? Like 2 left feet or something like that?
do you remember?
It's okay, honey.
Do you remember that one fall? This is a long time ago. We were going to get like fall decorations. What are they called?
The fodder shocks?
The fodder shocks. The corn.
Oh yeah, the corn stalks, which are actually called fodder shocks.
And we're right by the
Officially.
highway.
Right by the highway.
Oh, I
And he
was
was
not
trying to
with
put him
them
on the top of the car, and he fell off, and he just rolled backwards. Start rolling down the street. I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
And I bet there was some drama to it, wasn't there?
Oh,
a
there
little
always
bit of
is.
drama. We have just a little bit of drama that goes on with his
Yes.
quirkiness.
there's always is.
Love that.
He has nothing to say because he knows it's true.
Huh. Yeah, how about that?
It's like, next question, please.
Next question.
All right, the next question. So we'll start. How about this one? Most annoying habit.
Oh, this could cause
Most
problems.
annoying
Okay, calm
habit.
down.
Most annoying habit.
Which way are we going
Well,
first?
who you want to start with?
I don't
start with
care. Let's
Cassidy?
go like we did a
Okay.
minute ago.
Oh.
We'll start with Faith. The most
Okay,
annoying
good.
habit.
Okay, what's Faith's most annoying habit?
I don't
I
know
know
if it's
it'll
a
be
I can tell you
habit.
what. I can
Okay,
tell-
go ahead. You go.
You can be like, hey, where are you going? Out. It's like,
I guess
I'm like,
that's
I don't need a
habit.
list. You're 22 years old, but when are you going to be back? Whenever. And she's
Yeah, I
like,
guess.
what are you going to do? Out. Like, it's none of your business.
But when she wants to know what we're doing,
Well, yeah.
Sometimes
but
I
when
don't
you're
know
going, what are you guys
yet.
doing? Where are you going? Why do you
where are you
invite me?
going? What time will you be back?
Yep.
But
Yeah.
you think that's a habit? Yeah, it is a habit, isn't
Kind
it?
of annoying.
Well, annoyance. You know what?
All right.
She.
be honest,
This is the
yes.
thing I think of.
It's not just
She-
with going, but you just ask her a question. It's like,
Yes.
stupid. You should know this.
I'll tell you this.
Okay.
As organized and as neat and as together as she is, which reminds me a lot of like the way that you the way you used to be. There's an area when she gets up from the table. It's like a 2-year-old has sat there
No,
and
no.
has
Salt
salt everywhere and spices and just stuff all over the table.
You know?
Yeah. The back of my truck looks the same way.
No, it doesn't.
I just cleaned it the other
I'm
day.
not the only
She
one
had
that
one of
sits in the
those
back.
That's your
pretzels.
own fault.
The other day when she got it, I'm like, there's salt all over the back of the truck.
I can't fault her for
Okay.
the salt because she gets it honest, but
Yeah.
it goes
At
everywhere.
least you know I flavor my food.
That's true.
I could be
you
boring
are
and
you
not.
are a
True.
flavor girl, I tell you.
Flavor
right.
girl.
How about Cass?
Cassidy, annoyance or habit? Is that
You-
an annoying
I know one.
habit? Okay, go.
So so she can do anything digital, computer,
I know.
phone,
You're so
anything.
right.
And you ask her, and she just does it. She won't ever explain. Like, tell me, I did. You just do. I'm like, well, tell me what you did.
Yeah,
She won't ever explain it. You
Well,
just
she doesn't ever
sometimes
explain it.
You're like, okay, show me, and then I try to, and then you don't pay attention. And so I'll just do it.
Oh, that's true. Or she'll
Or-
just do it so fast, and I'll be like, "Now, how did you do that?" That's what I get. I do pay attention, though.
You do.
You have to admit, I pay attention.
Cassidy likes to ignore you. If she doesn't want to answer you
Yes.
or answer to something,
Okay.
she likes to ignore you.
And then sometimes I think like I answer it, and then it's like, yes.
No, I can
But
do
she'll
it.
answer something else.
So you're like, so
You
Cass,
ask her to
like,
do
Yes.
something.
and she's just like, you gonna answer?
You do
Silence.
that too.
You do that. I was just gonna
Oh,
say.
you do.
You do that also. That's where you two are alike.
That's why you
All right.
butt heads.
Yes.
What's your most annoying habit?
Oh, I've got a lot of them. I'm not going to sell it on myself.
No, I know they can tell.
Yeah, I know they're going to have a list. I just know it.
Mom gets in these moods
Mhm.
when
Yes.
everything is just, you didn't do this or this isn't clean. She's, this
And
house is a
things
mess.
get in disarray. That
But then
bothers
sometimes
me.
you're like,
But it levels up, like it
It does
adds
level
on.
up.
It's
It
an
does.
example,
I'm a
like-
builder. I'm sorry,
the pantry.
but Jesus was a builder too.
So was Bob.
The pantry, you'll be like, okay, I need you to clean it out, and then I'll go to do it, and you're like, oh, that's not the way I want it. That's not the way I want it. And so it's like, okay, I'll
you
just wait
should
then.
know. You should know these things
She
Okay,
asks
I'll
you
run
to
the
do
sweeper.
things.
Did you get under there? Did
Uh.
you
because I still see dirt.
Oh my goodness.
She asks you to do things, but
If they're not her way, then
you're
you're
like, oh, did you do this though? Yes.
Well,
Do it
You know
again.
what?
I've
You know-
gotten better though. I've asked, "Did you sweep it?" And you're like, "Yes." I'll be like, "Okay,"
she does it herself.
and I just
You're
leave it
gone.
alone. No, that's not true. I leave it alone.
You know
kidding.
what she
Okay.
does now? This is more since like change of life stuff started. She'll be like, she'll start telling me something, and she just stops in
Yeah,
the middle of a
I
sentence
do do
Uh-huh.
that.
and just walks away or something. Like, whoa. She's like, hey, Aaron, I
Like
need,
my
and
thought
walk away, and I'm
pattern
like,
just ends.
what? Like, you never finish the sentence.
Especially if she has her phone out.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone's like the younger generation, but when mom's
The
on
older
YouTube,
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm the younger generation.
I meant like, you know what I meant, but she'll be on her YouTube shorts, and you're like, "Hey, mom," and it's just silence. And she'll start laughing. She's like, "Look at this."
Have you seen this?
I guess I saw it 3 years ago.
Oh, that's not right, but it's funny.
All right.
Oh.
I don't. You probably can't think of an annoying one for me, so we'll just move on.
I don't think so.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Faith.
Let's
You start.
The scroll.
The scroll. Oh, like
Like
a
when it
Like a
rolls.
list.
Give me a second
Yes.
to. Let's see.
Just
If I have to pick one, it's probably he just doesn't listen sometimes. It's like you're talking to a brick wall. And you're like, please don't do that.
No, he's
What's he
not.
gonna do? He's gonna do it. Yeah. He's gonna do it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If you can't think of one, I got a couple for you.
I was gonna go off that,
Just not
Yeah.
listening. Yeah.
where he
No.
pesters.
Pastors.
He'll be-
Yes.
Like you said, if you tell him not
It's
to
like
do it,
his
he'll
job.
do it.
Right.
It's like, "Don't poke me, please." He's like,
No. Or don't listen. Don't park right there because we can't get the doors open. What's he do?
He parks
parks right
and then
there.
he's like, "What? I didn't hear anything."
Yes. Another one is his phone.
His
He's
phone.
always scrolling on his telephone.
see, she always says this, but
Telling
she's
you.
just
It's
as
his
bad.
phone,
He
so tell you.
does. You're always scrolling on your telephone. That's why you don't listen to them.
Even when he's
I'm
not
outta
on
here.
his
No, I'm just kidding.
As everyone has to relate to some of these, right? Everybody has
Yeah.
quirks and
Right.
annoyances.
We all
and
scroll.
So that was just picking a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
We have fun with
Yes,
each
we
other.
have
So
fun.
let's
as you
change the
can
vibe
tell.
for a minute
Okay, yeah.
and
let's
throw
do
this
that.
out. Best quality.
Oh, that's good. I like this
Best
better. This is
quality.
much better.
You want to start with me? No, I'm just kidding.
We'll
Best-
start with
best-
Faith and we all can answer. How about
Okay.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll start with Faith. Best quality, Cass.
I'd say she's very like hardworking. So like she puts a lot of thought and effort into like what she does.
Yeah, I agree with you. She's committed.
Laughing
She
at me.
follows through. She's committed and she
Mhm.
follows through. And she is thoughtful. Like she thinks of things for people. Sometimes she's more quiet, but she's thoughtful and she's committed. Absolutely.
Mhm.
I agree.
Yes.
And
I-
hardworking. That's
I
good.
would say that she gets really focused and passionate.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She gets focused on it, passionate on what she
Mhm.
likes, and she goes after it. And
Yeah. Agreed.
she.
Yeah, that's
Thank
good
you.
qualities.
Good.
Thank you.
Qualities.
What about Cass? Faith, you want to go first?
There's just so many out there.
There are.
One of my
qualities.
favorite things is Cassie just makes me laugh. Like I love to laugh with her.
Yes.
We laugh at everything, but like
We do.
that's
You
one of my
do.
favorite
You
things.
girls, yes.
She's
Rewinding back to quirkiness, I'll say something. They have their own language that's kind of quirky.
Yeah, I
They,
never know
like-
what they're talking about.
I
They
don't
say
know
don't
what
listen,
they're
but I
talking
don't
about
understand
either.
anything
And
they're
they
talking
just
about.
totally understand. They could be in the midst of laughter and know exactly what each other is saying. Or they would have like conversations and it's like fast, like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what? I'm
Faith
like,
talks real low and Cassie talks 100 miles an hour, and I'm like, what?
but they
what,
know
what,
exactly what
And
they're
they're like,
saying. Yeah.
nothing. I'm like,
Yes. Yes.
Disconnect.
exactly. It's
So
between
anyway.
us.
Cassie's very caring and loving, and she's studious. Like she
She is.
will.
She's
She's
good at-
studious. She's
uh-huh.
smart. Yeah, she gets her stuff done. Like we might all like think that it's crazy, but when she said that earlier, her system, when she has her system down, she gets it done. Like when she
Yeah.
wants to do something, she gets it done. If she doesn't want to do something, no,
She's
that
not
is-
doing
Yeah.
it.
Hey, this is
So
the
she's
pros right now.
consistent. I know, but that's
Not the cons.
consistency. Consistency. You get it done. You're quick. Yeah. So that's a great quality.
I
And
remember,
she's caring about people. So.
remember when Cass when they were little, if Faith did something wrong, she'd always come and tell on herself.
Oh my gosh.
Always. And Cassie, you could have her on video, and she's like, not me, wasn't me. One thing
That's great.
I appreciate about Cass is a couple things. One is, like you kind of said it, but she'll try anything. She taught herself to
will.
play a keyboard. She taught herself to all this stuff.
Even the
she-
violin.
yeah.
Strings. Yeah.
She just tackles it and
Wonder
does
that
it.
She does.
And the other thing is
Wait.
like it's basically like she's really funny. Like she'll say something I can see myself saying. I'm like, that's funny right
They
there.
both are funny. Faith's a little bit more dry funny.
Face like you though.
Cassidy's, like,
She says something funny and she
spontaneous
gets real excited about her funny thing.
Giggles.
Just like you, and she laughs. It's like, yay, me, I'm funny.
Well, because Cassie always gives me validation. That's how I know it's actually funny because she
So
tells me it's
true. Cassidy and your dad, if they think it's funny, we feel validated, don't we? Yeah, we feel like, yeah, yes.
How about your mom?
Yeah, yes.
Best quality in your mom.
Oh, am I starting?
Sure.
Just so weird.
Mom is just loving all around, caring. She'll do
Aw,
anything you
thank
need her to do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. And you like
No
to
matter
like
what,
you think of others a lot.
yes,
Thank
you
you.
put
So you're very
others
thoughtful.
first.
Thank you. That's the word.
She's like, yeah, thoughtful.
I agree. Very kind, very thoughtful. Things about helping others. Always, what I appreciate is she always makes sure people feel comfortable, they're hugged, they're taken care of.
Thank you.
And
Included. She makes you feel included.
Yeah,
Included.
yes.
That's a
Yeah,
good word.
yeah.
And she's
See, validation.
She's spunky.
I
like
she
it,
is
yeah.
spunky.
She's
yes.
like, she's
Spunky.
fun.
Okay.
And she's has a lot of resolve. Like she'll just go after it and do it, and she's not afraid to go out and get her hands dirty, and she's gonna find a way.
Well, thank you.
So
Thank you.
Sure.
I appreciate that.
now you only have a
Nice.
few minutes left to tell me.
So I tell
I'm
you how-
joking. I'm
It's like
totally
you have an
joking.
hour.
Totally joking.
Okay, you go first about Dad.
Going first puts me on the spot.
That's what you would say.
That's why we.
Sorry. Dad is thoughtful too. He would get you, like if you needed something, he's gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. No, seriously.
He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
He's helpful.
Yeah.
He is helpful.
He is
Yeah,
helpful.
There's the word.
There's the word. They came to their words. I love that.
Yes.
Yes.
also-
What do you? Oh, you
Sorry.
Sorry,
finished?
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say it's just how you two are like you're hardworking too,
Yeah.
and when you
yeah.
want to do something, you'll
You're
get
getting
it
it
done.
done.
You'll get it
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Yep.
I agree. I think that you're good about finishing things. Well, like setting a task. Like you got a list. I like how you do that, and you always accomplish those things. And I like the fact that you're studious too. Like you are very studious, very smart. Like, you know, and you know what? I think that one of the things that besides obviously I love you so much because you're my husband, but like you are. This is something that I always feel like I could be challenged with, but like you can articulate things so well. Like you're an excellent, like you just articulate. You're able to explain even the hardest things and make them simple so people can understand them so that they're applicable to their life. Like you can do that like at home, and you can do that in the ministry. And I love that. I love the fact that you're able to explain things well and not make people feel like they're so far over your head that they can't be understood or even applied to your life. And you're an excellent teacher. Like your heart is to teach people, because of the thing that bothered you the most is that when you don't know something, you can't benefit. So you want people to know those things.
Well, thank you.
And you're funny
So-
too.
And you're funny. You are funny. You make me laugh.
You
I
are
love
funny
that.
looking.
I
Funny-
do love
funny
that. See, that's where you two come in.
All right, one last question.
All right, one
All right,
last
so we
question.
saved
This
this
has
one
been
because
fun.
I think sometimes people see us, especially us on the stage, and
Yeah.
they think
In a
we're a
different
perfect
way.
family. We're not.
No.
Sometimes we're not good. Sometimes we are.
Sometimes we are.
Nobody's
We
perfect.
haven't parented perfect. I think
No.
we've exalted Christ, right? And we always try to have a good family unit and connection. And
And spend time together.
and so I think the most important thing, I'll speak for you and me, is
'Kay.
to know that both of our daughters have a really good walk with Jesus.
Amen.
And that's the most important thing. And you trust the seed when you put it in there. I'm not saying they're perfect. I don't think perfect's a goal. I think excellence is.
I do too. I
And
agree.
so we've all goofed up and made mistakes.
We have.
So the last thing is, I think we'll go with this one. Like, let me see how I want to word it. Is what
This
do
is
you
where you
appreciate? Like,
articulate
what's their
well.
strongest? What
This is where you articulate well.
their strongest faith area? And when you look at their faith, what part of their faith walk or experience do you like really admire the most? And that's what we'd want to inspire people with. We're not. We
Absolutely.
don't have it all together,
No.
right? By any means.
No.
But like, what do you appreciate about the area of our faith walk? Each person. We'll
Each person.
We'll start with Cass this time.
Okay.
Gosh. Like like me or
No,
like?
no. We'll say
Like
we'll do
about
you.
for
you.
each
Oh,
one.
okay.
We'll
Yeah.
start.
But-
Faith can comment on Cass.
I need a second. This is.
It's okay.
Let me think.
You got one?
Why don't you go first
I'll
this
go
time?
first,
I
okay.
think that's great.
I've been going
Well,
first the whole time.
I kind of said a moment ago, like what I appreciate about Cass's faith is, you know, you go in a room and I mean, Cass is a little messy, right? You go in a room,
She's
and
creative.
her bed's all messed up and everything, but her Bible's right there.
Yep.
And Cassie has a very unique way of doing things, but she has a really unique way of just walk with the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she includes her humor. She does a great job singing, and she's just willing to. It's like no one's going to intimidate or peer pressure her. She's always been that way.
They both have, actually.
Right, but I mean, she just has that really strong walk, and I think
Yeah.
that's admirable.
I do too.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah. Once again, she's studious in that way. Like she'll have her Bible right there, and she's not afraid to ask somebody to pray for her, especially like us. She's not
Yeah.
afraid to do that.
Yeah.
I think she's, and she always looks like she always wants to make the right decision according to the Word. That's something I admire a lot. She always wants to be like, "What do you think, Mom? Do you think that's what the Lord like?" She's always wanting to make the right decision in the Word. So it's admirable.
I would agree with that. I was going to say the same
Yeah.
thing. She's not afraid to ask, like, will you pray about this? Or will you?
Yes.
Especially she's
Yes.
like, come on, Mom, pray. And I love that she has her Bible the way she leaves it
Mhm.
out on her bed.
Me too.
And it just.
I
Swear
should
that-
try it.
What she said? What she said?
She just told her sister maybe she should try it.
I was
You're
meaning
that-
all three of you, but
Oh, so she means all of us. Okay. Well, really the Word needs to be hidden into your heart. So,
All right. So, what do we learn about faith walk?
okay, I will say,
There you go.
I'll start first. One thing I've noticed, especially as she's gotten older, like she's really trusted God. There are things that, maybe other people would never know, that she's just really put her trust and her faith in God, regardless of things that have happened in her life. She trusts God. She trusts Him.
Yeah, I appreciate that she makes God a priority. You can see, especially giving and tithing, even since she was little.
Yeah, that's
And,
actually very
she's-
true.
She's pursued, I think, God's best. You can see it in her business.
Yep.
You can see Faith Creates.
I
Anyone
was
needs
just gonna
a
say
haircut?
plug it.
Her soon-to-be husband, all of those things.
Yeah,
I think
that's
she
very
believes
true.
God in. So
She trusted God to provide those things.
Yep.
So,
That was my word. I was gonna say she trusts
Trust.
and just let it happen.
I trust in God.
Oh,
wow.
you hear that?
all right,
Get her on the live stream.
let's do Diane. Pastor
Okay,
Diane.
let's do me.
Okay, I'll go first.
Alright.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay, I'll go. Like how we talked about like coming to you guys or like praying. I always like to like call you like a prayer warrior
I was going to
because
say the exact same thing.
well, it's like we're connected.
Maybe because your sisters.
And like I like to say like when she prays, things happen. So
Oh, thank you.
that would be mine.
Awesome.
I'd say with same thing, like with praying, like if you go even just to ask her about something. Well, did you pray about it? Like making sure that's your first goal. And I was gonna say the exact same thing. Prayer warrior.
Awesome.
You do.
I agree, but to say something different, I agree, but I'll add something
Sure.
different.
Yeah.
Is I know you have a shirt that says you're anointed to do tough things, but you're willing
Hard
to
things,
take
yes.
on tough things.
Thank you.
Like I know there's one time I'm like, let's make this change because it was challenging, and you came back a couple days like, we're not changing it because I'm going to walk through this and God's going to, and so that's a good one.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yay.
Yay. All right. What about Dad? Pastor Aaron.
Pastor Dad.
Pastor Dad.
Pastor Dad.
Father Aaron.
Go ahead, Faith. You start
What was the question? Like, what were we?
on a spiritual aspect.
Faith, Eric.
She got
Faith,
lost.
yeah.
What?
You got lost.
I think this is kind of what you said a minute ago, like talking about like Dad's always willing to teach
Yeah.
you and wants to make sure you are like
Getting it,
learning.
understanding.
Yes,
Mhm.
understanding it and
I agree.
absorbing it all. Like
Yeah.
he's a good teacher, like you
Yes.
said.
I was gonna say
That's
that.
Yep.
for sure. I think that
Me
would be the number one. He's not afraid to preach what needs to be
Yeah. The truth.
taught. Yeah, the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
the
was
truth.
gonna say.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's
Like you don't like, what's it called? Like step back or like
Like you
step down from what you should
Yes.
like learn.
Mhm.
Yes. You don't back down.
You teach the
You
word
don't
of
back
God.
down from the truth.
Mic drop.
the truth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He doesn't back down from the truth. And he's I think too, one of the greatest things, even for like me, he teaches amazing on faith. Like faith and grace is just one of the things that I feel like he's really gifted to teach on and really gives a great understanding of what that means. So
Well, that podcast was just a little longer
it's
than
just a
normal.
little
but
longer
it's
than
good.
normal.
It's all right.
But
So,
yeah,
and once again, we're not here to exalt us. We just
Oh,
wanted you to
no.
see like the
Yeah.
real.
just wanted you to have an opportunity to get to
This
know
is
us
just
just a little
us.
bit better.
Yeah. So,
right.
so we've learned that we have a faith walk. We have a few good qualities, a lot of weird quirks, and we're annoying. Right?
Yes. Like
So,
any
like
normal
any
family,
other
right?
Everyone. Yeah.
Right. Anyways, thank you guys
Yes.
thank you guys for hanging out with
Thank
Mom
you,
and Dad.
girls.
Thanks for having us.
Well, all right. So thank you guys for
Yes,
tuning
thank
in
you all
to
for joining
Just
us today.
And
We look
subscribe,
forward.
follow. Until
Comment.
next time.
Make sure you comment.
Yeah, make some
Make
comments.
them nice.
Hit the
though.
like button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The like button.
Tell us about some of your family quirks.
Yeah, that would be great.
Ooh, come
That's
on, let's
awesome.
go.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys. Till next time.
Thank you all. See ya.
Thank you for listening today. You can find out more information at justuswv.com. Don't forget to share this week's podcast so more people can hear the conversation. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next time on Just Us.